Welcome to ComSpark. My name is Jan Wenda, and I will be your guest host for today. With me, there is Greg Tacchetti, the state auto insurance CDO. So, Greg, I have a few questions for you.
All right, great, Jan.
I would like to ask you about, I know that you're coming from a background of insurance, knowing the business very well, and at the same time, you have a technical role. I'm interested how you leverage, your knowledge of the industry to transform how the business works in state auto.
So, thanks. That's a great question. So, in my almost 30 years in the business, we really see all the things that everyone else sees in the world around us today, dramatically creating the potential for transformational change. So, the leadership team that I'm part of that came in 4 years ago at State Auto came in with a passion for intelligent utilization of technology. So, being able to deliver products to our agents that meet theirs and their customers' needs in a very thoughtful and creative way, and to really help smooth a lot of the transactional friction that normally exists in the environment. And those are really what we call just the table stakes of the relationship. Beyond that, we're really focused on how IoT and all of the data that's being generated in the world is going to help us understand risk in a much more granular way. And we believe through the data lake and a lot of the other artifacts that we're building right now, it'll dramatically help us react to the world as we believe is going to change dramatically over the next 5 years.
All right, so it looks like exciting times for the insurance industry, big transformations. You mentioned, getting the data, working on that. What challenges do you see getting this, and then, what payoff do you expect out of all this work?
So the data comes in a lot of places, and I'm probably no different than a lot of my competitors and peers who have data in different subsystems and legacy systems. So one of the things that we've been working on for about the last year and a half, and we're coming towards the end of the initial phase, is the creation of a data lake that we host all in Amazon. That data lake gives us the ability, for example, we have partners with companies that have telematics devices. So our customers can choose to put a device in their car that streams a lot of data. So what do you do with that data, right? When you talk about all the petabytes of data being generated every day, that's interesting, but it's actually turning that into information that you can use is the real crux of the problem. So being able to append that telematic telemetry into our data lake and run the analytics on it is helping us better price products. It's just one of many things that we're working on right now.
So, IoT getting the data, that's, you see that can change how you run your business, but for that, to go from, technology and having the data to actually changing how the business works, I mean, there is a certain steps to do it. How do you involve, people that actually run the business on daily basis to change how they work?
Yeah, so as you pointed out earlier, I'm the CIO, and this is my first stop leading a technology department. So it's been an interesting education for me after having spent so many years operationally in insurance. And so I can tell you, one of the learnings that we've come to pretty quickly is that, writing good code requires a team effort. You can have whatever methodologies you want to apply to a problem, but until you really have great communication across what the business leader wants that's in their head and translating that into solid requirements and doing this in a very fast and thoughtful and high quality way, you're always going to have, in effect, defects in the production cycle. So one of the things we've really worked hard at culturally is to pull all that together so that, yes, we're agile, yes, we're moving to DevOps, but it's really the communication being very tightly integrated with what our customers, whether it's our policyholders, our agents, or our claimants, are telling us they need from us, and quickly getting that into the development cycle and into production.
Good. I mean, it looks like you're also, excited making sure that people can work and do it in a more like agile fashion. Is it something that in the state auto that's how you used to work, more agile way, or are you coming from more waterfall way into this iterative world?
Yeah, State Auto, before my time 4.5 years ago, was definitely all waterfall. And that has been as much of a change on the IT development side as it has been on the business side. For example, in the waterfall world, the business side would feel like if I don't give IT every single piece of requirement, I'm never going to. This component will never see the light of day. And we've had to really gain trust over time that let's get to a minimum viable, or as Amazon would call it, minimum lovable product, and get that out the door, and then iterate very quickly. And being able to demonstrate that velocity has earned the trust and respect of the business teams versus the more traditional waterfall approach. But we definitely were waterfall before I got here, and we went to DevOps, just slammed it in, put Jira, Confluence, all the new tools, and now we've invested in all the DevOps tool sets, so we really have a nice CI/CD pipeline flowing that is even taking our velocity up to a whole nother level.
Very good. Looks like that's a major transformation you're driving there. So congratulations. Thank you very much. If you want to learn more, visit comspark.tech.